Rocky day so far for the markets today, guys. It's currently about 1:30 p.m. Let me make my face a little bit smaller. There we go. Come on. There we go. We have the Russell 2000 and the S&P currently pretty much at break even as the NASDAQ is down 0.2%. And believe it or not, the Dow is up 0.2% as we have the VIX down another 2.5%. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets like we always do, SPY, the NASDAQ. We're going to break down a critical piece of news that came out from Amazon. You guys probably saw it, maybe not, which I think is going to allow Amazon to dominate even more going into the future here. And we're just going to talk about what else is going on the watch list here. So if you guys find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Of course, take a sip of your coffee. Very important. We got to stay energized. And on top of that, we got to stay hydrated. Drink some water. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe, guys. And let's just dive into the video. So right now, again, pretty much we're at break even, except for the Dow, which is up now 0.25%, and we have SPY struggling to break out, at least as of now, as we do have about 2.5 hours left of trading. It is struggling to break out of the highs from yesterday. You guys can see yesterday we hit about 402, well, I guess exactly 402.65, and we're also now struggling to really break out of the highs from last week as well. You guys can see last week we were right around, 399, 400. Then we had that horrible day. I believe that was on Thursday, right? Thursday, Friday, whatever day that was. It was Thursday. We had a huge dump off, which obviously was not good for the bulls. And then we had that rip on Monday, or rather Friday, heading into Monday. Now we're trying to figure out what we want to do next, right? And the critical thing here is, the critical level, shall I say, is $400 to about $405, which, this is going to be very big coming up here in the next couple of days as we have Microsoft reporting earnings today after the bell. We have big tech not tomorrow. Maybe what do we have tomorrow? I forget exactly who's reporting tomorrow, but later this month, early February, a lot of other big companies are reporting, and this is going to be a big spot. 400 on SPY. If we do pull up the 20-day chart here, this is kind of the make it or break it in the short term, because if we do break, let's say 400 and especially 395 on the downside, trend is going to break. The uptrend on the 20-day chart is going to break, and of course, we could see a legitimate downwards reversal at that point. And not to mention, if we pull the 4-hour up, guys, we're still overall in a downtrend, like I've been saying on these videos, and we're still clearly in a wedge that, mind you, we have not broken out of quite yet. You guys see that? This is SPY. We have not broken out of that wedge yet. And for us to really do that, we have to break above 415, which, to be honest, we're nowhere near doing that at this point. So I have a feeling, I don't know, I'm not trying to be, a doomsdayer here. I'm just being honest. In my opinion, I feel like we're going to get rejected here, at least before earnings. These earnings could change everything, but, this is going to be a tough spot. I feel like we could start pushing back 390s, maybe even lower, at least in the very short term, and that's really until we get, these earnings and the technical confirmation of what we, is it going to break above 400, 405, which we're not seeing that yet, which leads me to believe, it's, bears are still in charge. Let's put it that way. Bears are still in charge, and it's the same thing on Triple Q. Literally everything I just said is the same thing here on Triple Q. We're still at a lower high, but at the same time, we're fighting to make higher lows. Triple Q's been fighting to hold, well, really not even higher lows. Hold on a second. This looks more like, if we're being honest here, a descending triangle, does it not? I mean, let me show you this. This looks like a textbook descending triangle. We have the clear lower highs that have been being made for months at this point. You guys know that, yada, yada, yada. You know that at this point. But at the same time, ever since the beginning of October, we've been holding 255, 260, pretty rock solid support, if you ask me. So by the looks of it, I mean, we're overbought here heading into these earnings, still on a downtrend, lower highs are being made. This could dump back down towards that 270, 260 level, and man, if it breaks 255, which, I mean, mind you, we are a good 30, 35 bucks away from that. It would have to drop 10% from here, so keep that in mind. But if we do break 255, that descending triangle plays out, it is going to get worse, way worse, technically speaking, on Triple Q. What do you guys think? As always, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you haven't gotten your free stocks from Moomoo yet or from Webull, what are you doing? Use those links down below. Get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least actually, I forget the minimum deposit now. They're always changing it, guys. All the details are linked down below, but all those stocks could be up to $2,000 from Moomoo. Link down below, and you can get up to 12 fractional shares from Webull with any amount deposited. Details in the description, also pinned in the comment section. I appreciate you guys as always. And no, we're not editing this video. We're going right through, baby. Let's go. So Amazon, let's pull this up. Amazon ended up giving us some good news today, which really is not moving the stock because at the end of the day, it's not a crazy piece of or a crazy amount of the overall revenue that is coming to the business, but we're not looking at what's coming to the business right now. We're looking at the long-term plans of Amazon, which clearly they want to dominate healthcare or at least be a big player in healthcare. Today we got news that Amazon is adding a very, very interesting, or I'd say good benefit to those that use it, to Amazon Prime. It's a prescription benefit where the add-on called RX Pass will allow Prime members to get as many drugs as they need from a list of 50 generic medications. And I'm not exactly sure what all 50 of those are. I'm sure if you guys go look on the internet, good old Google, you'll find it. You'll find out what those 50 are, but these are going to treat more than 80 common chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, anxiety, diabetes, to name a few, and the service costs just $5 a month per person, and the delivery is free. And if you guys didn't know, I mean, this has been a push that Amazon's been a part of for a couple of years, their push into the healthcare space. Amazon has pushed into healthcare in the recent years. The company launched its own online pharmacy in 2020, which I've never actually used that. I don't know if you have used it. Let me know in the comments, guys. Seriously, do you have any experience with it? I've never used it, but they launched it in 2020, and the service was born out of the Amazon's acquisition of PillPack, which I remember that when I was reading this article, I was like, oh yeah, PillPack. I remember when they bought them in 2018. So yeah, that's a pretty big move there that Amazon, they're slowly inching their way into being a dominant healthcare. Would you say healthcare provider? Well, I guess they're providing the generic drugs, and who knows what else they're going to do in the future. I wouldn't say they're a healthcare provider or a healthcare company, but I guess they do have now a healthcare segment, if you will. Whatever you want to call it, I don't know, guys. This is what they're looking to do, and they're probably going to go deeper into the space. And think about how amazing Amazon Prime is. If you look at a service, guys, out there with the most bang for your buck, I mean, Amazon Prime has got to be it. And I've said on the channel before, I'm not a big user of Amazon. My fiance is. You guys probably know how that goes. She orders a lot on Amazon, but I don't really use it a lot. But, I mean, she was telling me all the perks, and I know the perks myself. I mean, I've looked at this stuff. You get Amazon Prime Video, which is included. You also get the music, Amazon Music. You obviously get Prime, the delivery service, which is great. Now you have healthcare, which is an additional $5, which, I mean, if you want to use that, the prescription's great. There's other perks that I'm probably forgetting that I might not even know because, again, I don't really use Amazon too much, but I just have a general idea of, what's included. And for, bang for your buck, Amazon's by far the best. I mean, if you're looking at Apple Music, for example, it's $10 a month. I pay $10 a month for Apple Music. I'm not sure how much Amazon Prime is. What is it, like $12? Like $130 a year it comes down to. That is insane. I mean, I'm paying $10 a month for Apple Music, $120 a year, pretty much, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. When I could just, in reality, cancel that and use Amazon Music and their Prime Video and all this stuff. Which honestly, even though the $9 doesn't matter to me personally, I might just cancel Apple Music, honestly. And the thing is, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm paying for Spotify too. Me and my fiance have a Spotify. We have the Prime. We have Apple Music. There's really no need to have all these. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might as well just cancel Apple Music and use Spotify. I've used Amazon Music, guys. I'll be honest. Not the biggest fan. I'm probably not going to use that. But it's free. So I mean, if you're pinching pennies, if you need to save money, or if you want the best bang for your buck, you're going to go for Amazon. No doubt about it. It's free, literally. The music is included, which I'd rather use Spotify. I'd rather use Amazon or Apple Music, but it's free. It is free, guys. So why not use it if, you want to save that extra money, which by all means, saving money is great. We all want to save the extra dollar, right, guys? So, yeah, keep your eyes on Amazon. This has slowly been reversing if we're looking at the stock heading into earnings early February, which I'm pumped about. I think on the 2nd of February after the bell, we'll see how this company ends up doing. What else is moving today, guys? We have Monster moving today. MNST, which is the most green stock on the list, looks like it's making a move back to $105. Who knows if it takes it out? We'll see. That's a multi-month resistance here on Monster. LYV's moving today as well. Las Vegas Sands, this is looking to break out of a multi-week resistance as well. Netflix up another 2%. I mean, guys, look at the strength in this move. The markets are pretty much flat, and now they're turning green a little bit. But Netflix, I mean, this thing keeps on going up 2%. Looks like it's well on its way, like I said, towards $400. Does it go all the way to 400? Who knows? But it sure as heck has broken out of 330, 340, which is where we were talking about it before and where I called it out. Not to toot my own horn, guys. Let's see what else. Humana's moving. We have Disney's moving. What else? CRM. Is there any big downwards or down movers today? Pinterest down 3.5%, which, god dang it, Pinterest, I need to see you break out of 27. It just does not. Well, it did initially, but just cannot hold above $27 for the life of it. 28 as well. If we do eventually break 28 with earnings coming up early February, let's see when Pinterest reports on the 6th. Maybe this thing really starts going, but it's just not there yet. Not there yet on Pinterest. And, oh, wow, I just realized we're 12 minutes in. Might as well wrap up the video here. We talked a little bit more about Amazon than I wanted to, but it was, I think it was good content. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to get all those free stocks down below. Up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. Up to 12 fractional shares from Webull. Use those links down below. You could also get 50% off of your first year with Seeking Alpha Premium. If you guys want 50% off of that, down below. The Patreon's also in the description box. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.